Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review. So, this time it is for a movie called 65. Now, I wasn't really intending to watch this movie because I didn't even know what this movie was until like a few weeks ago when I went to watch Ant Man, and then I saw like posters and trailers for this movie, and I was like, oh, this looks like a good movie. It had dinosaurs and stuff. And yeah, I do like seeing people getting eaten by dinosaurs, so I thought, why not? But after watching this movie, unfortunately, this was not that kind of movie. So, also, the writers of this movie are also the ones that did A Quiet Place, which is another good movie, and they also directed this movie as well. And Sam Raimi produced it, and I was like, this could be a good watch. So I went to watch it this morning, and surprisingly, a lot of people turned up, so I was pretty surprised about that because this is not really a big franchise movie or like a sequel, spin off, or whatever to a big movie, nor does it have a big cast behind it. But a lot of people still turned up to watch this movie in the morning on a Wednesday, so I was like, all right, this is a big surprise. So speaking about the movie, I thought it was actually a pretty good movie, pretty well done, worth the watch. I could see myself watching it again, and I think you could enjoy it if you're going into this movie without any kind of expectations, or to compare it with some other movies. So what I mean by this is all the comparisons to Jurassic Park. So I want to say a few things that you shouldn't do if you want to enjoy this movie for what it is. First of all, what I just mentioned, comparing it to Jurassic Park, which you absolutely should not do because that is what I've been seeing ever since I've heard of this movie, and even like the past few days. That's just what I've been seeing. Like whenever I see a clip or anything, I see the comments. That's what people are saying. Like a lot of people are just want to like they just want to compare this movie to Jurassic Park to see how it is, like the dinosaurs and everything. All they are talking about is how this movie is going to be compared to Jurassic Park. Like stop, I think you should not do that because this movie is nothing like Jurassic Park, nor do they even try to be like Jurassic Park because this movie was nothing like it. So the only similarity is they have dinosaurs, but this one is like it's set in prehistoric times where there were dinosaurs actually roaming around the earth. So people are keep using that to compare it with Jurassic Park, even though there's not really a lot of other similarities apart from dinosaurs. So just because something has dinosaurs doesn't mean you have to compare it to Jurassic Park. So if you just want to watch this movie just to see how it does compared to Jurassic Park, then I don't think you would enjoy it because you're not actually giving it a chance for this movie. Like you're not actually watching this movie for the movie. You're only watching it because you want to compare it with another movie that doesn't really have any other similarities except for dinosaurs. So that and also number two is you shouldn't really expect this to be a action packed movie with a lot of action, man versus dinosaur kind of thing. Why I'm saying that is because I've seen like a few reviews like yesterday, even today morning before I went to watch the movie, where there are some countries apparently they already released it even earlier than ours. So this dude was like, oh, this movie is pretty boring, there was not much action, blah blah blah. So seeing that is that um using that review, I'm saying that you shouldn't really expect this to be in a full action-packed movie because this is a survival movie. The whole point of the movie is they survive, they try to survive. So whenever there is dinosaurs or signs that dinosaurs are approaching, they try their best to avoid it. They avoid the danger. That's what you do to survive. You avoid danger. You don't go head on towards it to fight it to show how badass you are, and then you get eaten and killed. Even though I would like to see that, but that's not what you do when you want to survive. So you can't really expect a full action-packed movie out of a survival movie. I mean, they try to, they fight the dinosaurs and stuff to save themselves or when necessary, but they don't do it all the time to show how badass they are. Because again, this is a survival movie. They do what they do to survive. So when I saw reviews like that, I'm like, bro, were you even watching the movie for the movie itself? Like, this is a survival movie. Why would you expect full-on action in a movie like that? So I just want to say those are the things that you shouldn't really expect because if you watch this movie with an open mind and see what this movie is actually about, I think you could actually enjoy it more rather than if you're just going in to compare it with something else or you already had a certain expectation in mind on how this movie should be or could be, then you probably will not enjoy it for what it is. Right. So they had a pretty small cast. Only two of them was like the main cast. Like there were two other people like Adam Driver's character's wife. She was in the movie for like what 30 seconds to 1 minute in like the beginning of the movie, and then his daughter as well, kind of almost the same time, but she appeared like bits by bits. And then there was an Adam Driver's character and there's another girl. Like they were the main characters of the movie. Now, speaking of the plot itself, I don't want to reveal too much, but this does, in fact, take place in 65 million years ago on Earth. And one thing that I would spoil is Adam Driver's character is not human, so he is actually an alien. Yep, he is. So yeah, judging from the trailer, it looks like a time travel movie where he was from Earth, but then he went back to 65 million years ago. No, that is not the case. This is not exactly a time travel movie, but he actually is from another planet. He's an alien, so he and a bunch of other people was going on a mission. So he was the only one awake in that ship. Everyone else was in cryo sleep. So they kind of hit certain things, and then they crashed on Earth. So half of the ship, kind of like landed somewhere else. Half of the one had landed somewhere else. So everyone in cryostasis died except for this one girl. So basically, the whole plot is that both of them need to go to the other part of the ship where there are like the safety pods for them to escape. So that was basically the movie. So in between, they have to evade all the dinosaurs that might try to eat them or kill them. So yeah, that was basically the plot. And there's also a historical event that it was in the movie, which I don't want to tell what it is because I didn't want it to be spoiled for me myself, because they kind of put in signs in the beginning, but I didn't really get it until at the end when they actually explained. I was like, oh wait, that was it. So like, some of y'all might get it at the start, but I didn't. So I don't want to spoil that for you. So that was basically like the plot of the movie. So in between, they just we just see different types of dinosaurs. They would just try to escape, try to, they kill if they have to, and then they reach the pod at the end, and yeah. So what I also liked about this movie is the dinosaurs. So they didn't really do the same designs that we would usually see in other dinosaur movies like Jurassic Park. So, because let's be honest, we don't actually know what dinosaurs look like, right? We only know what they look like from movies and other kind of stuff. So I like the creativity that the the filmmakers of this movie did, where they showed us like a different way of how dinosaurs could look like. Some of them look like actual mammals, but they're dinosaurs. So it's sometimes cool to see different ways of how these dinosaurs could look like, rather than the always the usual look that we always see for dinosaurs. So I like the creativity that they had to show a different way of how these dinosaurs could look like. And even the characters, there was only two of them. What made this survival mission more interesting or harder is that the girl, she doesn't speak English, so she actually speaks another language, which Adam Driver's character doesn't understand, and he doesn't even have a translator because all the technology, a lot of them broke during the crash. So she have to try to understand him. He has to try to understand her. So that was also one of the things that made this survival mission hard, because of the communication. They can communicate properly, so they kind of did that thing where they slowly try to use little signs or small words to make each other understand. So that was also a cool stuff. And also seeing their relationship slowly throughout the movie, that was also pretty good. And another thing about this movie is they try their best to attack people or target people that has certain fears. So they try their best to target different types of fears that people have. Like if you have a fear of tight spaces, yep, they will target you. You have fear of the dark, you don't really know what's around you, yep, they target that as well. Fear of heights, fear of weird bugs crawling in your body, going inside your mouth. So yeah, they kind of target different types of people that have these kind of fears as well. So I am definitely guilty of having one of these fears. I'm not going to tell you what it is on camera. And when it happened, I was like, hell no. So I kind of liked that as well. So overall, I thought it was actually a pretty good movie, and there are some stuff that I thought like it's like you you kind of expect it to go a certain way because you're used to seeing it happen that way in different in other movies. So they make it look like it's gonna be like that, but it's not. You know what I mean? So there were moments which were like that as well. So yeah, pretty much I thought it was a good movie, even though it was 1.5 hours. So I thought it was a good movie and stuff. So when it comes, there were jump scares as well, but I'm not really the guy to tell you whether those are scary or not, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I just don't get scared at jump scares. So I'm like the worst guy to ask if a movie is scary or not in terms of like jump scares because I just do not get scared. So probably some of y'all scaredy cats would get scared because there were some moments where the volume would be like insanely high, or somebody would just be randomly attacked by a dinosaur. So those kind of moments probably would scare some people, but not me. So yeah, you would probably get scared of those moments. So yeah, y'all. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good movie. The creativity with the dinosaurs, relationship between the characters and everything. So yeah. So again, it's not a time travel movie. So that's what I was thinking, because that was pretty cliche, and I liked it how they did it though, because even when I looked at the synopsis and everything, that's what they said. It is a time travel movie, but it's not. And also, it says that he discovers that it's Earth, but actually, he doesn't know it's Earth because all of his equipment kind of got damaged. So he doesn't actually know that he's on Earth and which time period he's in. So it was pretty interesting how the people who like marketed the movie kind of diverted it. Like it looked like time travel, but it was not. It looks like he knows where he's at, but it's actually not. But and it looks like he's from Earth who time traveled to a past Earth 65 million years ago, and now he's trying to get back in his present day. But actually, no, actually, this is his present day. So I applaud really the what the studio or whoever came up with this idea to trick people. And when you watch the movie itself, it literally feels different. You know what I mean? So this movie was literally a blast. So, like I said, if you go in with no expectations, you would definitely enjoy this movie. I hope you enjoy it because I definitely did. So I won't mind watching it again. Probably I'm just gonna bring somebody with me to watch it. So, anyways, y'all, again, great movie. I hope you go watch it and enjoy it. But yeah, so anyways, if you enjoyed this review, give this video a like. Comment down below if you've already seen it and what you thought about the movie, or if what do you think about yeah, whatever. Just comment down below whatever you want to say about this movie, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this review, and also look forward for more movie reviews. I'll be doing more, especially this month. There are a lot of movies coming out, so yeah. Anyways, y'all, that is all. Thank you very much for watching this review. See you next time. Take care. Goodbye.